Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we finally have our first look at episode 9, Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker. Now I'm not a Star Wars purist like many of the critics of episode 8. I thought the movie was okay, not great, but it was okay. I mean, some of the issues that that were raised in terms of Rey being somewhat of a Mira Sue, I somewhat agreed with. In terms of her being able to jump into a ship, automatically know how to engineer and fly it, and just a lot of, she seems to be guided by plot armor more so than character development. I do hope that that is something that they do address in this upcoming film. In terms of, we want to see her struggle and be victorious, not just be victorious because she is who she is, whoever that may be. And I really am hoping that, judging by the title of this trailer, that she doesn't turn out to be a Skywalker. A lot of theories are flying around that may very well be the case. One popular one being, of course, that she is in fact. She's in fact Luke's daughter, and I really hope they don't go down that road, because one of the things I did enjoy about the last film is that that little boy at the end at the casino that Finn and the engineer had gone to, where it's that the force exists in everyone, right? So anyone can be a Jedi. I'd much rather they go that route. I think we've explored the Skywalker family to death, right? And yes, we know their lineage. Yes, we know their history. They're powerful, fine, but anyone should be able to be a Jedi. I would prefer that they go that route with her backstory and not a Skywalker, right? So I really hope that is not the case. Of course, I still feel a bit betrayed by the very first episode 7, where I mean, Finn was propped as a Jedi himself, but and they did show him use the lightsaber, which means he's in tune with the Force, but he's a sidekick so far, and I would say less relevant than Poe, right? So I really do hope that he steps up in the coming film, right? And that they genuinely flesh out Rey's backstory a bit more. Not just make her a generic Skywalker who's powerful just because she's a Skywalker and can do all these things without any challenge whatsoever, right? So that's about it. Let's get into it and let's check it out. Ray. Back in the desert.
We've passed on all we know.
Alright, so she has
1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Every generation has a legend. It doesn't have to be a Skywalker. Saga comes to an end. Come on, we both know they're going to be a spin-off series after this.
We'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone.
Isn't he dead? Alright, so that was an interesting trailer. Quite a bit revealed considering that this isn't out until December, but I know fans were waiting for something like this to drop. And with the announcement that Disney has been making over the past few weeks, this comes as no surprise after all. Alright, so I mean we have our characters coming back together. I thought Finn was leaving well, he clearly has changed his mind and has decided to throw his fight in with everyone else to take on Kylo Ren. Now, again, we have some subtle hints there. Every generation has a legend, and I'm assuming that's hinting at Rey again being that legend. But my same concerns from the last film, being that she had some training, of course, again with Luke, but not for very long, and certainly not enough to be able to take on Snoke or Kylo Ren, who had been training with Luke for years. So I don't know. It seems as though they're going the same path that they did with the last film, and they're not even attempting to course correct or address that issue. Despite what the fans have said, and maybe this could be a misdirect and it could be referring to someone else and not so much her, but I doubt it very much. And I mean, if this is the end, I do hope it ends on a good note and not a whimper that the last film did. But Kylo Ren is back. Of course, we're going to see some lightsaber action here, so that's always exciting. Saw Lando there, so I'm glad to see that he has made his return. It's too bad his friend Han is no longer with us. Yeah, in the film at least. Is no longer there, but it's good to see a lot of the characters from the older films make a return here as well. We heard a laugh at the end there, which sounds like Snoke. I don't know if it is, but it sounds like him, which means that he didn't in fact die in their last encounter. I'm not sure how, because he was physically there. It wasn't a projection like what Luke did, which no one likes. Do not do that again. But he wasn't a projection, so I'm not quite sure how he would have survived that battle. But it sounded like him. Could be someone else, but it definitely sounded like him. So and there's still a lot we don't know about this. We have quite a bit of waiting to do, several months until December before this is released, but I do hope that it's received. I do hope they took the criticisms and the feedback from the fans and do the film justice for what they're suggesting is the last film at the very least in this trilogy here. So I'm very excited to see what they do along with for December. Be sure to post down in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the trailer. What are you most excited to see in December, and what are your thoughts on Rey's development as a character? Do you agree with most fans in that she has become the Mary Sue of Star Wars, or do you disagree? So be sure to hit like or subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.